Hey guys, doing a quick review of the Trade Ideas Strength Alert system again. So you guys that have been following the channel over the last few weeks should have seen that I've been doing, every weekend I'll try and do a summary of what the Trade Ideas Strength Alerts subscription has been doing. Very quick overview, Trade Ideas has this $17 a month service called Strength Alerts. It's an email that comes out every Sunday night. It's got 5 ideas. The ideas are pretty straightforward and simple. They don't give you much information. But sometimes it's easier just to have a very simple alert service. And that's definitely what Strength Alerts is. I think this is the 3rd week I'm on, and honestly, I've been kind of disappointed in the performance. Not that it's particularly bad, it's just very lukewarm. So it's been 3 weeks. The first couple of weeks, only 1 trade out of 10 actually fired as a buy, and it really didn't do much at all. So let's get into a little bit of what happened this week. Oh, but first I want to talk about the special that they're having. So they're actually, Trade Ideas on the February 14th, they're doing a 2-week low-cost trial. So it's not free, but it's only $11.11. Not sure where they got that number from. For 2 full weeks of their premium subscription, that's normally a few $100s a month. So if you've been thinking about trying out Trade Ideas, I know I'm definitely signing up for their full premium for 2 weeks for $11.11. I've put a link to it on the article that I'm reviewing Trade Ideas in, so you can find that in the description below. Go and check it out for 14 days, really only 10 trading days though. So yeah, give it a try. You have to sign up before the 14th though, because it's not one of these things that's an open-ended offer. It starts on the 14th and ends on the 28th. So if you sign up in between then, you'll get reduced number of days. So you definitely want to sign up for that. And the advantages of that are you get access to all of their systems, not just the Strength Alerts that I've been following. You get their Holly bot, which is the artificial intelligence behind everything. You get to check out the brokerage stuff, so the auto trading stuff with Holly. You get to test out their simulated trading, their scanners, back testing, all that stuff. Really powerful, popular platforms, so definitely worth looking for. Like I said, there'll be a link in the description to go and find your low-cost trial of $11.11 for 2 weeks. So that's when I'll be signing up to test out the Holly bot for auto trading. Anyway, on to today's stuff. So this is the email that came out last week. It's now Saturday, so it's had a full week for these ideas to work out. They start with their SPY stuff, so they talk about how scary the week was, blah blah blah, nothing too exciting. Then they launch into their stock picks, and I'll just run through those really quick. So CMP, entry at 28, stop at 27. This is CMP, this is Monday, this is the whole week. So the entry was 28, which was here, so it would have fired very early on the Monday morning, and it ran up to a high of 28.52. So if we go back to here, that really isn't much of a change, is it? It's 50 cents from the entry at 28 to the high, so 50 cents on a $28 stock. And then it's crashed back down. So a couple of things here. First of all, basically 50 cents on a $28 stock. My brain's a bit slow, but that's not even a full percent, is it? No. Let's do it really quick, because my brain is still half asleep. 50 cents out of $28. 1.7%. So that is if you manage to time it perfectly. And that basically brings me to this idea that, would you have known to sell here? I don't know. There's no guidelines in the email that you get. We go back to the email here. They only give you the level of interest, the 28 key level here, and they don't really give an upside potential to it. So in that way, it's very limiting. Would you really take a 50 cent per share gain, or would you let it run only to have it pull back and drag you to hell? So I don't know. So not impressed with that one. The next one was Duck, DUK, entry at 105. So here's Duck, Monday, entry at 105 would have triggered on Monday. you'd have had an immediate pullback, then up to the all-time highs. Well, in this time period, 105.76. So another 76-cent gain. Terrible. And then it pulls back again. So that's two that just absolute minuscule winners, like absolutely nothing to get excited about. You'd have been better using the GPS trader here if you look at this buy signal and just let it run up with the trailing stops and then sold here. You'd have only been in it for a day. So that's another tiny, tiny winner if you timed it right, and let's face it, we probably wouldn't time it right. So pretty much a wash so far. The next one was PKG. Let's have a quick look at PKG. PKG, oh, let's forget what trigger. So 146 trigger. 146 would have triggered here. So very early on Monday morning. So it's good. They're all triggering early Monday morning. First thing. So that's good. And then it ran up to a high of 156. So that's the biggest winner so far if you'd known to take your profits. And after 3 weeks of doing these strength alerts, if you get a few dollars per share, a few percent, it seems like you should take it. I don't really see why you wouldn't. Like, it's like a couple of percent. I would just take the profits on that, because if you hadn't, it would have come all the way back down to break even or a small loss by Friday. So pretty dull. I mean, nothing super exciting. Let's look at VIRT. I think we have two left. So let's just have a quick look at VIRT. 30.75. VIRT. So VIRT 30.75 would have triggered. So this one's decent. So, well, $1 per share. So you're getting around here. Sold up here. $1 per share. Okay, 3%. That's all right. I mean, overall, it's just the timing of when to get out. There's no strategy here. I guess you could zoom out and look for key levels above this, but what's the point in paying for a service if you're not really going to get, you know, the full details? So VRRM is the last one at 1575. VRM. And then, so 1575 would have triggered early in Monday as well, so here, and then the biggest move would have been another $1 up, so that's an alright move. Basically the lesson here seems to be, if I was to stay with this service, or if I was going to recommend what other people do with it, is if it does trigger, sell it fairly quickly. Wait for it to maybe a few percent and then get out. Maybe if you were to do options on it, they'd be more happy with the service. They don't give any guidelines on whether you should be doing like options or whatnot. It seems like the back tests that were done, so they did back test this, and over time apparently it does work really well. This is the back test, so the orange is the strength alerts and the SPY is in white. So you can see that apparently they do have an amazing performance, 200% over the course of their back testing. So pretty good. That was just buying the shares. I feel like you really need to just do options on this stuff. The small percentage moves that we're seeing just seem to be not really worth it for the shares. So I think that's all I've really got to say. I think the results kind of speak for themselves. Yeah, hopefully that's helpful, and make sure you take advantage of this special 2 weeks premium test drive, it's called. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Cheers.